Hello everyone, welcome to LIYTECHIE and welcome to the another video of the playlist How to develop a real-time BDD framework from scratch using Selenium with Java. In the previous video, we have seen how to create common steps.java file to maintain all the common test steps in our feature file, and also we have seen how to create global variables.java file and how to maintain all the global variables which we are going to use in our framework in this class. In today's video, let's see how to organize our step definition files more effectively. If you observe in the step, at the rate of given, user navigates to the application. So what we are doing here is we are initializing the driver and navigating to the URL of the application. So to organize this step definition more effectively, what we can do is create a class. Let's name it as app access, and we can maintain all the application access related methods in this. We can move these two steps to that file and call the method from the app access and use it in the step definition file. So by this, the advantage is that we are going to reduce the test steps in our step definition file, and we won't be using the driver directly, and we are calling our driver from the methods in the app_access.java file. So let's go to src test java folder, and under this let's create a new package. Let's name it as com.bdd.implementations, and under this let's create a new Java file and let's name it as app access. So under this file, what we are going to do is maintain all the methods which are related to accessing the application. So what are the methods that come under accessing the application? So those are initializing the driver, getting the driver, and then navigating to the application URL. Let's go to app_access.java file and let's create a method static, and let's say the method name as access application. So the first step we need to do is we need to check first if the driver is initialized or not. So how we will be checking if the driver is initialized or not? What we can do is we have a reference variable which we have created in this global variables in the previous video. Let's import the driver variable. Static 100 variable. So we have imported the C driver variable. Now we write a condition to check if the driver is initialized first. So to check that, what we need to do is, let's say if driver is equals to null, or C driver dot to string. Let's convert this driver to string and let's check if it contains null. Here, if any of the condition in the if statement is true, that means the driver is null and we doesn't have the driver initialized yet. So we need to call the driver, and for calling the driver, in the step definition we have written a method. So let's cut this method and paste it in the app access. Using this get driver which we have written in the web driver variables, we are initializing the driver and calling it to the app access. So now we got the web driver initialized. Under this app access, the next step we want to do is navigating to the URL of the application once the driver is initialized. So for that, let's create a new method, public static void, and let's name the method as open URL. Under this, the action we want to perform is navigating to the URL which we have defined. So go to common steps and we are doing the same under this. So let's copy this and paste it in the app access. So under this method, we are navigating to the URL of the application. Now we have got a separate method to navigate to the URL of the application. So let's call this method under the access application. Now under this access app method, what is happening is it will go and check if the driver is null, then it will be initializing the driver for us, and once it is initialized, then we are opening the URL of the application. Now let's go to commonsteps.java file and call the same method, which is app access. And we need to import the class. So let's import the app access class. Or not implementations and under have app access. The class is imported successfully and we are able to use the access application method here. So by this we have reduced our steps in our step definition file, and our step definition file looks more organized for us. So in future, if we want to modify any of the values, let's say URL of the application, we will be doing it under this app access instead of doing it in the step definition file. Now let's try to run and see if this is working fine. Let's go to test runner, select run as and testng. So you can see the browser got initialized and also we are able to navigate to the application. So that means the method which we have defined here, which is initializing the browser and navigating to the application, is working successfully. So that's it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you learned something new today. Please do like, share and subscribe the channel. See you in the next video.